We pivoted a Google Ads campaign over to a Meta Ads campaign this week, and I want to explain why. So we were running a Google Ads campaign for an electrical company, and they're in a location that isn't a major city. It's sort of outside of the major areas, so there are less people and there's less Google search volume. Now, our approach is we wanted to rank for keywords of people who were high intent, who wanted their services, wanted them quickly, so that we could get, yes, not as many leads, but then be really high quality leads. So that although we may only get, say, for example, 10 leads in a month, 5 to 7 of them would turn into jobs. Now, what we completely underestimated was the volume of clicks that we'd actually get. And what we found is because it was in a location that was outside of all of these areas with a lot of people, there weren't that many Google searches. Now, because of that, there weren't that many clicks. And because there weren't that many clicks, we didn't get many conversions at all. Now, for marketing to work, there needs to be enough volume at the top end. There needs to be enough people to search, enough people to see it, enough people to click it, enough people turn into a lead to then get jobs from it. If you get 100 people to see your ad, maybe if it's a really good ad, you'll get, let's just say 30 people click it. And then from the 30 people who click it, if you've got a good conversion rate, let's say 15, 20%, let's say 20%, what's 20% of 30? That's 6. So you get 6 conversions, 6 leads. Then out of those 6 leads, if you've got a decent conversion rate, let's just say you get 3 jobs from that. From 100 people seeing your ad, you get 3 jobs. But if at the top, only 30 people are seeing your ad, the whole rest of the equation does not work, because then you're only getting 10 people to click on it, 3 people to become a lead, and then of those 3 people, you're not really going to get a job. So what we found is there just wasn't enough volume on the top end. And then so in having a conversation with them, I ran them through it all. I said, look, this is what we've spent. This is how many leads we've gotten. I've already gotten feedback on the lead. I knew that it was okay. They just weren't able to close the job. The only thing that could have really solved that Google campaign for us to keep it was to throw a whole lot more money at it. And they weren't willing to do that, nor was I willing to do that for them, just because I like to get proof of concept with the campaign we're running first. For the ads we're running for ourselves, for the ads we run for other businesses, I like to start maybe at a bit lower than what we will spend, but to find what works. Get the leads, understand the quality, understand, okay, what do we need to do more of, and then we can spend more. But that spending more wasn't justified yet because we hadn't truly got proof of concept with the campaign. And in having a look at the analytics, pulling the reports, doing a couple optimizations, I realized, hold on, this isn't an optimization problem, this isn't an ad problem, this is literally just a market and volume problem. We're approaching this the wrong way. So I then had a look into Meta. Meta, there's no volume problem. If you're running a business and you're in, say, a country location or an outer suburb where you're not in a big city, you're in outer locations, Meta is actually the better play for you because you're not reliant on people actually searching for you. People still need what you're offering, and a lot of people do, but not all of them are searching. So if you can meet them where they're at, everyone uses Facebook and Instagram. And for example, within the first 24 hours of launching this Meta campaign, we've got 3 videos, good videos, 2 image ads. We've already gotten 2 leads. Our cost per lead has come down so dramatically. We were paying a couple $100 per lead for the Google Ads campaign. And I just saw it as, okay, we need to cut our losses with this Google Ad campaign. We need to take it to Meta. So now, not only are we going to be generating leads, but we can also build your brand in the meantime. Some of the videos and photos we use for ads, we can use as organic content. And if you guys can just film a whole lot of volume for content of you guys talking through jobs, introducing yourselves, taking photos of before and after videos, videos of the team, not only do you get the leads, but you build the brand, you build the recognition, you build the local presence within that area. People might not become a lead, but if they see you, they go, oh yeah, I've seen your stuff. And then suddenly they do need something and they will reach out. Whether it's through the campaign or actually now through your website because they know you, because they've seen you a whole bunch of times. I personally I will always lean more towards Meta because of that. You get the benefits of brand, facial recognition. I'm running ads for myself and my own marketing firm. And I'm also doing cold calling. And I've done cold calls. And I've spoken to people who've literally seen my ad. And I've actually booked a few calls with those people because they've seen my face before. Now that's different for an example, electrical company. But already within the first 24 hours of launching the Meta Ads campaign, we're seeing a much greater result than Google Ads because there's no volume issue with it. You need volume up the top for all of the numbers to make sense going down. And if that doesn't make sense, then you shouldn't run it. And that's why for rural businesses, for people who are in locations where they're not going to get enough Google searches to be able to then get the clicks, to then get the conversions, to then get the jobs, it's not worth running a Google Ads campaign, where if you want to run ads, I'd always go towards Meta.